So good afternoon here from Houston, Texas. I'm Andrea Cannon. The channel is Andrea Cannon Guitar, and I'm here to present number 15 in my so far series of mini lessons that I've been doing every Wednesday afternoon. The lessons stay up on my channel, so if you look under the live tab, you will see them all. And I hope you enjoy going through them. We've covered a variety of topics, and right now I'm working on fingerstyle. Fingerstyle is the technique used to play classical without a pick, and a lot of jazz players use it also. So we are continuing from last week the subject of little blue chords. They were something my jazz teacher taught me early on. And so I'm going to review just a little bit of what we did with them. First of all, if you haven't seen any of the videos at all and you're working on trying to play fingerstyle, whether it's for classical or for jazz, the idea is don't move anything except your fingers. So you don't have to do any kind of strumming movements with your wrist or turning your arm like that. Not necessary. Just, sort of like you're snapping your fingers, only, you're not, but it's that same sort of movement. So your thumb will go around. It'll have a clear path around your fingers. And we're only using 3 of them right now. So for right now, put it on the 6th string, skip the 5th, and put it on the 3rd and the 4th. So it sounds like that if you're just playing open strings. But what we're doing is the little blue chords are, you take your 2 fingers, sort of like a peace sign, and put it on the 8th fret and the 8th fret. So you're skipping 1 string, and then you're putting your 3rd finger on the 9th fret. So it's that, which is a C7. But we're going to play all 3 strings at once. So put your fingers on those strings and then do the snap your fingers thing. So if we're going to keep a beat, so for practice sakes and really mastering this idea with the fingers, it might be a good idea to just do this if you haven't done any of this yet in the past. Sometimes I pulse my fingers, but that we're not really working on that right now. But if you hear me do it, you don't have to copy. Just to get you used to this formation. So whatever bass note you're playing, it's a 7th chord. A flat 7, G7, G flat 7, F7. Okay, back up to the 8th fret. Now we're going to play the same formation you use on a D7 here, except it's going to be here. It is not a D7 right there. It's an F7. Listen. That's your F7, and here's a different inversion. Now, I don't know if you're thinking, why would I want to play chords on the bass strings? Because eventually, if you stick around, we'll talk about how you can make it like a 13, a flat 13, a flat 5, turn it into a minor 7, and do all kinds of fancy fun things with it. Right now, we're just trying to learn how to get better at fingerstyle, and I'm trying to give you something to practice that we can, also take into the future and apply more jazz theory to it, or any other kind of theory we want. Okay, so that was that one. Now we're going to do the D7 shape and start right across the string, which is an F. You might have heard that chord somewhere before. Anyway, so it looks like a D7. You're on the 8th fret, 7th, and 8th. So it is 3 strings right next to each other, and we're doing the same technique. So let's just go down a little bit so you get your fingers used to that position. And then what we're going to do is alternate. Now, in the notes that are underneath the video, I give you the pattern of frets. It is in the cycle of fifths. And then we kind of loop around and do the cycle of fifths a half step down. So it sounds like this: C, F, except they're all sevenths. So B flat 7, E flat 7, A flat 7, D flat 7, G flat 7. Okay, it's a B7, but if you want to be a theory nerd, you can call it a C flat 7 because it's going with the G flat, right? Anyway, back up to the B, which is at what fret? It's at the 7th fret. So there's the B. Now this is us doing the first chord where we're split and then using the 4th string as well. 3rd string as well. 3rd and 4th, skip the 5th, use the 6th. There's the triangular one that looks like the D7. A, D7, G7, C7, F7. We're just stopping on the F because it's easier. Okay, so that's how we get started with the little blue chords. So if you can do this already, I'm going to give you one more idea for today. That back up to the B, A, D, G, F. All right. What we're going to do now is connect, like if you just played the bass notes, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Well, let me show you something you can do. So that if this is your root, and then the next target root is right across the string, what if you did this? 1, 2, 3. So what you're doing is before you play the chord on the downbeat, you take the 4th beat of the measure before and you play what they call an approach note. So C, 4, so that's literally an F sharp. Then we're going to play the F chord, then the B, and then the B flat chord, E, E. So the pattern is this. And here's how it sounds with chords. I forgot to switch. pattern. So that's if you're doing each just for 2 beats. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if this is losing you, that's okay. Just stay back on whatever you understood. If right now, if you're listening live, there are notes there that show you which frets are the main ones we're stopping on. However, you do not have a PDF that I will be attaching after the live stream's over. And the PDF tells you the names of the chords. And and it will take you in this pattern that goes across the string and then down 2 frets. Across the string and down 2 frets. So, okay. So, and the pattern would be really good to memorize, even if you haven't known the notes before. When you are able to see the PDF, it gives you the names. And I have said them to you as well. C, F, B flat. This is on the 7th fret. E flat. 5th fret. 4th fret. A flat. D flat. G flat. B. B again. This is the 7th fret. 7th fret. Now, when I say 7th fret, this is actually in the, okay, I wouldn't say 7th here. I'd say 5th. Okay, 5th fret for this chord. Then I'd say 5th fret for here because that's where the root is. But yes, this finger is in the 4th fret. And that's C and then F again. So, okay. So that's the 2 ways we talked about then are doing it in a block with all 3 of the notes at the same time. And then we talked about doing the block and a single note approach. And by approach, I just mean you play the note a little bit above and then you go down on your root note. You descend to the root note. And another thing that I'm using that I haven't said anything about, and that is instead of a block, you can mix the idea of a block and alternating. So if you mix and they're just little things, but they make it sound a little more elaborate and bouncy, so to speak. Now, hopefully this has given you some ideas for getting going on these, what my teacher always called little blue chords. And as I said, his goal in the long run was to be able to start to add these. But just to make sure we're on the same page, if this is something that'll help you, instead of doing only these little blue chords like we've talked about, you can do the big bar chord version. And something that I want to say about playing bar chords is sometimes people think it's hard, even if people who are very advanced think it's hard. But a lot of the problem with bar chords is just learning how to use the weight of your arm to hold the strings down instead of squeezing down like that. Because if you put your finger on the string and then you pretend like you're going to let your hand fall off, only you prevent your hand from falling off. How would you describe the feeling in this finger? What's different about it? It feels like it's trying to pull off, but you're not. You're letting your thumb do just enough work, and it's not very much, to keep it from falling off. It works best if you make sure you've got this finger right on top of that fret. And when I say right on top, if we played on top of the frets, it would sound like this. Instead of that. But when you bar your finger like that on top of the fret, it actually cleans it up. It's one of the mysteries. Anyway, here we go. So it's a C going to an F. If you want to use the big chords, E flat, A flat. I got to pay attention so I'm playing right. G flat. And I would call it a B, but if you want to be a theory, smart sounding person, you can call it a C flat. Now we're on B. And that's E. E. This is A and D, G and C, and then F. Now, I'm using 3 fingers because I have smaller fingers. If you've gotten used to just kind of barring with this part of your finger, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. So you have some options there as well. So again, this is a cycle of chords around the cycle of fifths. And maybe in and of itself, it doesn't sound too fancy, but it's getting a little fancier every week. And eventually it will help you anyway. So like I said, we can build more color notes on top, and we can talk about that in the future. And so that is it for our lesson today. So if you have any questions or comments, please leave them for me down below. I'm going to do what I can to get that PDF attached for you so you can memorize the cycle of fifths if you haven't already. And I hope these are helping you. Let me know, and I'll be back next week. Thank you. Bye-bye. Oh, yeah. Have some fun with it.